everybody. Welcome back to Vibrations and Libations. I'm James. This is Keith.
Hello.
Once again, we're at Keith's place in Fordsville, Kentucky on a beautiful, beautiful spring night. And tonight we're listening to Toulouse Street by the Doobie Brothers. This is their second album that we're listening to tonight. And we're also drinking Yee Haw, what is it? Billy Beard. And this is from, Yee Haw is in Johnson City, Tennessee.
Are you going to make me say it? It's a
Say it.
Maybach Spring Lager.
Yeah, this is we're virgins to this beer. We've never had it before. I've never even heard of this kind of style of beer. So it's going to be an interesting video tonight as we watch this or as we listen to this music and drink this beer for the first time. So
It's great music. The beer's bound to be fantastic.
It's got to be awesome. So just a quick shout out to my brother Jesse Lindsay for bringing this beer up from Tennessee as he come up to visit this weekend. Thanks, Jesse. Thanks for the pizza last night too. That was awesome. Taco pizza. You ever had taco pizza?
Never had taco pizza. I'm always scared to try it, man.
It was awesome. We got it with chicken because I'm not eating beef for Lent.
Yeah.
It was really good. So thanks for that.
Where'd you get it from?
Casey's General Store in Beaver Dam.
Oh.
Didn't know they were famous for pizza.
Man, gas station pizza is nothing to turn your nose up
Yeah,
at, man.
it was awesome. It was really good. All right, so Toulouse Street, once again, an album that Keith suggested that I listen to. I've been a Doobie Brothers fan for, as long as I can remember. Yeah, you do know your shit. I've liked the Doobie Brothers for as long as I can remember back, the hits that are always playing on the radio. I've never listened to this album all the way through. To my surprise, this album has a lot of those radio hits. So, but with that being said, it's got a lot of fucking good songs on there that didn't make the radio so much. So,
Right.
why don't you talk a little bit about those songs?
Well, at first I'd kind of like to backtrack a little bit and tell you how I came to acquire this album. It was this past Christmas. My wife went Christmas shopping, and I was like, go by the record store and see what they got. And so anyway, she was out for hours shopping all day, her and my daughter. And my daughter actually, they went to the record store. My daughter picked this out because she thought they looked funny looking on the cover. And she thought the name was funny, the Doobie Brothers. She's like, Doobie. And, so my wife picked this up for $2. And
Awesome.
they brought it home, and I spent it the next night, and the whole album was just phenomenal.
Yeah,
I was like,
it really is.
I was like, listen to all these hits on this, and then just the non-hits. Some of my favorite songs are the non-hits, and just solid from start to finish.
Right. Yeah. It's a how we say, a well-balanced beer. Sometimes it's a pretty well-balanced album.
Right.
As far as
There's
production value goes. And
everything on here: blues, pop,
some funk.
some
It's
funk.
got some funky stuff on it.
Yeah,
It's good
some
stuff.
some kind of one song. Actually, the title track
Toulouse Street.
is kind of a little bit psychedelic rock.
Yeah. So this album was released in July of 1972. Here's some other albums that were released this year, or in the year, and let's see if you're familiar with any of these. First, Garcia by Jerry Garcia. I have that album. I'd let Keith borrow that tonight. I'm going to leave it here to let him listen to. I think he'll like that. To all the Brotherhood fans out there, there's Jerry Garcia has Sugar-Ree on this album, and it's really awesome. I know you guys have probably seen Brotherhood do Sugar-Ree live. So also there is Hendrix in the West. I think that was a live album, come out in '72. Harvest by Neil Young, Obscured by Clouds from Pink Floyd, and then The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust by, of course, David Bowie.
Oh, fantastic album.
So just in that handful of albums, '72 was a pretty good year for music.
Oh yeah.
I would say.
I say pretty much every year before I was born was a fantastic year for
Well,
music.
yeah, right. Before we were born, we
Yeah.
were born in the wrong era.
I was born in '75. I'm such a youngster, and I should be older, I guess.
Well, that's the good thing about music; it never dies. So it's always out there, All right, so the beer. Why don't you go ahead and pour the beer and let's try it out.
My buddy Daniel Shoemaker made this bottle opener, by the way, out of an old railroad tie.
That's awesome.
He's a pretty creative motherfucker.
Also a Metallica fan from what I hear. So.
Yeah. We'll talk about that.
So I've already opened my beer and you've already seen me drinking it and stuff. So I already know kind of what I've got to think about it. Again, this is the first time either one of us have tried this beer. So I'm gonna let him drink this and we'll discuss this.
You know, a lot of times I'm sold by, you can get me with marketing beer manufacturers or beer brewers because I'll look at the picture on the bottle and be like, oh, that's cool, I'm going to get that one. And this would be one that would get me because it's got a cool picture on the front. It's a goat with a ZZ Top beard, man. He's playing the guitar, man.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. We should be reviewing a ZZ Top with this one or something.
We should.
Maybe we'll have it again.
Yeah, maybe we will. We'll
see. I haven't
revisit.
tasted mine yet. James is halfway through.
I'm halfway through it. If it's a beer and it's open, it needs to be drank. So what hits you first on that?
The hops, but it's immediately balanced out with the malt, and it is fucking tasty.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It says on the bottle here, let's see. It's a spring lager brewed with honey. You can kind of taste that honey in there kicking that hop a little bit. It's
just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And man, most honey lagers are horrible. I don't know if you guys have ever tried. Have you tried Michelob's honey lager? It comes in like a seasonal 12-pack or something like that. I don't even drink them. I give them away.
Yeah. Really?
They're bad.
They're that bad. Huh?
They're that bad.
If
you open one, you have to drink it all, and I've tried to suffer through one. I poured the motherfucker out.
If it's got Michelob on it, and this is gonna make me sound like a beer snob, but I'm probably not drinking it. I like what's their Amberbach? They have a Michelob Amberbach.
Yeah.
I used to drink that a lot when I'd go to hockey games. They would have it at the venue that the hockey games were at that I went to. It was an okay beer for me. I mean, it was drinkable.
Yeah.
Not my first choice by far. But yeah, most of anything that's got Michelob on it, I'm probably not drinking it.
I haven't bought their seasonal pack in years, but man, back in the day, getting into beers, if you're strictly a Bud Light, Miller Light type of person, buy a seasonal pack of like Michelob, Big Brewer. It'll kind of ease you into a craft brew, I guess. I mean, some craft brews, man, when you drink them, they hit you hard, and it's like a pow. And some people, they won't like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of flavor, but that's why we love them. But maybe back then craft brews weren't so readily available.
Right.
And these seasonal packs were, and so that's what I cut my teeth on.
Yeah, I cut my teeth as far as craft beer goes on, a lot of other people. Sam Adams.
Yeah.
They used to promote that they had so many different flavors of beer, and that was their big, I wouldn't say a gimmick, but that was their catch to get people to try them,
Right.
Because really before that, readily available in our area anyway, was Bud Light, Miller Lite, Coors Light, Coors, all the main staple beers. Now we're not in a big metropolis like some of you might be, but that's what we had here. So Sam Adams was a good, beer that came down to this area that I was like, okay, they've got one in this style, one in this style, I'm gonna try them. And that's what got me drinking craft beer and doing more breweries.
And Sam Adams has a lot of beers.
Yeah, a lot of people say, well, they're too big now or whatever. Okay, they're bigger than what they used to be, but they still put out good quality stuff.
They're still a craft beer company. I mean, they're small, they're not huge.
Right.
And actually,
they're not huge.
They're well respected by the craft brewers because there was a hop shortage a while ago. And Sam Adams had a stockpile of it, and they shared it with the craft brewery because
that's pretty awesome.
The more people drinking beer, the more people trying beer, the more people. It's what's good for you is good for me, and so I mean it was fantastic. That's the way you should be. So go buy Sam Adams just for that.
Yeah. Speaking of Sam Adams, I would definitely, if you're able to find it, try their the chocolate coffee stout. I think I posted some pictures on that from when I was in Nashville a couple weeks ago that I had at a couple of bars down there. I went to one bar, they had it. It was great. I went to the next bar, they had it. I just had it again. I just tried it again because it was that good. So Sam Adams has got some definitely, some great beer out there. So don't overlook them. Don't snub your nose to them. They're a good brewery. All right, so let's go back to this album. And so we've talked a little bit about some of the songs that maybe didn't hit the radio so much. So what are somebody that's never listened to this album before but may be familiar with the Doobie Brothers? What are some of the more familiar songs?
More familiar songs are "Listen to the Music." That's the song, first track.
Mm-hmm.
"Rocking Down the Highway."
Yeah, great song.
You're gonna "Jesus Is Just All Right,"
Mm-hmm.
which is a fantastic song.
Yeah.
It is just rocking and bluesy and gospel. And
yeah, for sure.
And I think you were saying earlier that it is a real gospel song.
It was I don't remember. I should have written this down before we did this video, but it's actually a remake. A lot of other bands have done the song as well, but it was actually a gospel song, I think, from churches down in the South. And I'll try and post up some information if I can remember at the end of this video to let you guys reference back on it, the name of the the group that did the song.
Well, if more churches had music like the Doobie Brothers, "Jesus Is Just All Right," you pack them in.
Yeah.
You pack them in.
That's true. All right, so album, so let's say, you bought this, or your wife bought this album, your daughter bought this album. Was this the first one that you had, Doobie Brothers?
No, it was not. My first, I have a greatest hits, and can't think of the name of it, but anyway, it's got the, how diners used to have like the jukebox control on
at the
table,
right? And
it has that picture, and actually, I think I mentioned Donnie's name every fucking video. That motherfucker, he gets on. Donnie Alvey, if you're watching, you worm your way in, but man, I work with the man, and he's a good friend, and he's a great connoisseur of craft beers and music. We should have him on.
We should.
And but anyway, he was like, "Man, I got this Doobie Brothers greatest hit," and first of all, I saw the cover, and it's got that on there. Remind me of going to the Royce back in the day after a night of drinking, and but anyway, we listened to it at work a little bit, and I was like, "Man, that's awesome!" So I picked it up. But anyway,
well, the point I was getting to is, you listen to this album, and it's got the radio hits on it.
Yeah.
But it's got, so if you were listening to this for the first time and you listen to those songs that were not really radio hits, not singles, A-sides, whatever you want to call them, are you looking at maybe getting some more Doobie Brothers to kind of check it out that you haven't heard before?
Yeah, actually I have. I picked up another Doobie Brothers, didn't know what was on it, but I guess it had Michael McDonald on it. And,
right. Yeah.
If y'all are familiar with "Can't Get Enough of You, Baby," it's he's
totally
just,
different style for Doobie Brothers.
The man sounds so commercial, and I don't mean commercial like overproduced, and I mean like a fucking commercial, man. It's he just has that sound to his voice, and sorry, man, you write some catchy tunes. I mean, they are catchy, but just like what's the movie 40-Year-Old Version?
Mm-hmm.
If I hear Michael McDonald, if you play this CD one more time, I'm going to shoot everyone in here. But some of the songs that he's on with the Doobie Brothers are all right, and we can't talk about the Doobie Brothers without talking about how before their first album they used to be a bar band and for the Hells Angels. They used to.
What a reference to have on a resume. What have you done? Oh, he played for the Hells Angels.
They're automatic badass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not only are they outstanding musicians, but they have a badass legacy.
Yeah.
Just an automatic. That's that card right there.
Yeah. And I think there's still maybe 3 or 4 members of the band that still tour around as the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah.
So they're still going strong out there. So more power to them, rock and roll.
If they come around, I'm going to see them because
shit, why not?
even if Michael McDonald's with them.
Even if he's sitting behind the keyboard and yeah. All right, I'm there with you. If you go, I'll go.
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right, absolutely. Okay, so
They'll probably be a Casino Astor or something.
they might. I saw the Righteous Brothers there at one point.
Oh, right.
Maybe like the main singer for the Righteous Brothers. I don't know. It was been a few years ago, and I was pretty well toasted.
The Osmond Brothers were there when I was there.
The Osmond Brothers.
Yeah.
Nice.
And,
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's a little bit of sarcasm in that. All right, so the beer. You're a fan of the beer?
I'm a fan of the beer.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So again, thanks Jesse, my brother Jesse from Tennessee, who brought this up.
It's real crisp, clean.
Yeah.
Tastes great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. I've also had the Yee Haw, their Dunkel. That's a good beer too.
Yeah, I had that at your house, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
The night we did our first video, by the way.
The very first one.
It was my loosening up beer.
Yeah. We usually have a loosening up, warm up beer. So.
Yeah. It's good to have at least 3 warm up beers.
And then you get to warm up, and then you actually do the video. So sometimes if it seems like we're, maybe had too much to drink, we may have. Probably so. That's why we do the video, to drink and listen to music. All right, so you want to rate the album or the beer first?
Either one.
Okay.
You shoot.
I'm going to rate the album. I'm going to give it a 4. I was going to say a 3.5. I was thinking 3.5 on the way down here because I've been listening to it pretty solid for a couple of weeks, knowing that we were going to do this video. But I'm going to give it a 4. White Sun. That takes it up the half notch there. That's an awesome song. Look that up. Again, I'll preach this probably on every video. If you watch a video that we do and you've never heard the music that we're talking about, as soon as you get done watching the video, just click it on YouTube and watch it. I mean, surely to God, there's something out there about it. I'm sure the whole album is on YouTube. You can just listen to it for free.
It is.
So I'm going to rate the album a 4. I think it's a well-balanced album. It's got a lot of those, radio hits that you hear every single day on your, local classic rock channel. But there's some gems in there that don't get the airwaves,
right?
That they probably should. It'd be interesting to see classic rock stations playing some of those groups on, maybe not as popular music, and see, how many more people would listen to those channels.
Right.
So I rated a 4.
So I agree with all you said, except I would give it a 5.
You would give it a 5 all the way?
I'm going to give it a 5. I'm going to give it a 5 because when I saw it, I was like, and I looked and I saw a lot of the hits. I was like, she did pretty good with this, $2, and it's got these hits on it.
Yeah.
But I was so blown away by the fact that every single song was dynamite to me.
Yeah, it's a good album all the way through.
I mean, you listen to this one, Don't Start Me Talking. It's a heavy blues, kind of, rockin' blues, and got the brass going.
Yeah.
It's an excellent song. Actually, the last song on the first side, Cottonmouth. That's my favorite song on the album. It's not a hit song, but heavy brass kind of funk song, and it's outstanding. And also Toulouse Street, the title track. I love that song. It's a kind of a kickback, slow down, and I will kind of knock it a little that it takes you out of the album because it doesn't really. It's kind of a little bit out there. It's
different.
It's a little different. I thought I was kind of, hey, wait a minute, did I put the Moody Blues on? but anyway, I still give it a 5 because that's a great song and the rest of the tracks are strong as hell.
Yeah. Toulouse Street also, I mean, just the the picking on the guitar on that. I mean, that's a pretty well put together song, I think.
Right.
Pretty well put together.
And I don't know if Tom Johnston sings on is the lead on that song, but it sounds like a different
person.
Different person. Maybe Patrick Simmons. Maybe I know Tyran. If that's how you say his name. Tyran Simmons. I know he's on vocals as well. But,
so if any of you guys out there watching are Doobie Brothers fanatics and you know the answer to that discussion right there,
yeah, please
put it
comment.
in the comment. Yeah, absolutely, comment. Okay, so 4 for me, 5 for you. The beer. What are you rating the beer?
I did it a 4.5.
I'll give it a 4.5 too. I think the honey, again, I think it cuts the hoppiness out of it, but not enough to where you can't taste it.
Right.
It's got a nice little sweet finish, I think, at the end.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, but still, the reason for the 4.5 is the honey, because I don't want honey in my beer.
You don't want
I don't
honey?
want honey in my beer.
Yeah.
I love bees, I love honey, and but I don't
Right.
want honey in my beer. Maybe in my tea.
Yeah. To each their own. I like, I do like some beer that have honey in it. But, again, it's a balance thing. Sometimes it's too sweet and cuts too much of the hop out.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not enough. And it seems like it's one way or the other. This is probably one of the better balanced tastes I've had that had a honey in it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we tried it. Again, it's our first time trying this beer. It was when you watched us do it. So
It's really good. Not that I'm not 4.5. 4.5 out of 5.
exactly. Unless you spill it or you drop it and bottle cap comes open.
Yeah.
Like that can happen sometimes. So be careful when you're handling your beer.
Be careful.
Your beer.
Hey, but I noticed mine didn't have much head either.
It didn't. No, and that's okay.
Yeah.
The last video we did where mine was all head,
Yeah.
it was still drinkable.
Yeah.
So could you drink this beer every day, once a week,
Yeah.
maybe with a meal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could drink it with
Could
a
too.
meal. I could have it with I would have it with wings. I would have it with fish.
Wings.
I would have it maybe not a steak, but
Yeah.
I would have it with wings, chicken,
I'd definitely do it with wings.
chicken and fish.
It'd be a good wings.
Really
A
good.
good wings beer, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so anything else to add about the album or the beer other than to go out and try both?
Other than on the inside, there's naked women.
For the guys out there watching this, I'll post pictures on.
For the guys
on
or
there.
the girls.
Or the girls, sure. Why not? Why not? Whatever floats your boat.
Everybody likes boobies.
Yeah, the boobies are a good thing.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with those. All right, so I will. We'll have pictures. We'll have all kinds of extra stuff on Vibrations and Libations on Facebook. So check us out there. Check us out on Instagram. Check both of those. Like them. Share it. Share it as much as you can. Share it with your friends. If you're in Facebook groups that maybe talk about records or talk about craft beer or bourbon even. We've yet to do a bourbon video, but I plan on doing that here pretty soon. So if you guys are more bourbon fans, that'll be coming up. But share the videos, get them out there for us. We would appreciate it. Again, I'm James. This is Keith. You've been watching Vibrations and Libations. Thanks a lot.